Moana's family is expanding even further in the follow-up, with the most recent trailer for Moana 2 introducing Moana's younger sister, who proves to be just as crucial to the action as you would anticipate. But she is far from the only new character fans can look forward to. Moana 2's recent announcement is thrilling for a variety of reasons, but above all, it can provide answers to some important unanswered questions regarding the first film, particularly about the heart of Te Fiti, the magical object that serves as the focal point of the story. While 2016's Moana follows its title character on her quest for self-awareness, the heart of Te Fiti is the heart of the movie's mythology. The literal heart of Te Fiti, the nature goddess who once gave the ocean life, is the Punanu stone. After stealing the heart of Te Fiti, the god Maui misplaced it.
It's a homing beacon of death. If you don't put it away, bad things are gonna come for it.
The story of Moana starts when her grandmother gives her the heart of Te Fiti and gives her the mission of locating Maui. Maui's return of the heart to Te Fiti will allow the goddess to save Motunui and the ocean. The two manage to find Te Fiti inside the volcanic monster despite facing emotional and physical challenges. The volcanic monster gets back at the heart and he transforms into Te Fiti, and everything gets saved. Moana rises to prominence and the ocean is no longer a threat. Even so, the heart of Te Fiti's actual magic is never fully explored.
Who you truly are.
Though neither Moana nor Maui tries to use the heart, Moana is aware that returning it to Te Fiti will restore order to the natural world. All they carry, lose, and eventually bring back is a vessel. Given that Motunui's lore states that Maui stole the heart of Te Fiti to use it, this is particularly intriguing. It is revealed that to give humans the capacity for creation, Maui stole the heart, but he snapped before he could grant that wish. Moana leaves a great deal of mystery and unsolved questions regarding the heart of Te Fiti in this way. Given that Maui took the heart from Te Fiti centuries ago, is it possible for someone else to do the same today? Who could ever succeed in taking Te Fiti's heart? Is a demigod required for the theft, or could a human be the one to steal? Lastly, to whom is the heart of Te Fiti applicable? These heart of Te Fiti questions can now be addressed because Moana 2 is finally happening. The sequel could go in a lot of different ways because the resolution of Moana was wrapped up quite tightly. But the heart of Te Fiti is unquestionably a compelling option because viewers are already familiar with the item. Moana and the audience both understand its significance. Raising the stakes in Moana 2 by reintroducing the heart of Te Fiti would accomplish this without providing an excessive amount of background information or exposition. Specifically, Moana 2 can use the heart of Te Fiti to give it to a different villain. To a large extent, Moana lacked a true antagonist. Te Fiti without her heart was all that the monstrous Taka was. But Moana 2 has the power to alter that. A new antagonist who not only takes the heart of Te Fiti, but also uses it for evil intentions may appear in the sequel. This raises the stakes for the magical item and allows Moana 2 to explain the heart of Te Fiti's powers in more detail. During D23 2024, the ultimate Disney fan event, Disney released the full trailer for the upcoming Moana film. The extra clips delve further into the elements of Moana's ongoing narrative, enticing viewers with a thrilling new quest, novel characters, and of course, a terrifying new antagonist. Although there's still a lot of information to gather before Moana 2 opens in theaters on November 27th, 2024, this is definitely a fantastic place to start. The titular heroine of Moana 2 appears in a trailer in a few years after the events of the 2016 film. She now has a cute little sister who is eagerly awaiting Moana's departure across the ocean at Motunui. Now that Te Fiti's heart has healed, Moana and her people can sail to far-off islands and make contact with other villages. On the open seas, though, it seems that there is still a threat. Despite her identity being kept a secret, Moana 2's new antagonist is already be evidently different from the lava monster from the first film, which is a welcome development. Even though the first Moana 2 news was thrilling, there's always a sense of uncertainty when a sequel is revealed. In situations such as these, studios will occasionally tack on sequels when there isn't much room for them. Moana is still a very popular animated Disney film. When this occurs, the new film is frequently just the same old storyline redone. With its uncanny resemblance to Moana's previous adventure, the first teaser for Moana 2 did little to imply that it wouldn't be following in its footsteps. Apparently not. Based on the new villain in Moana 2, the villain in the last film was simply a callous Te Fiti, who was ultimately saved when Moana showed her true self. The antagonist in Moana 2, on the other hand, is a much more conventional Disney villain. He appears to be a god or demigod with the power to control lightning and storms. She has a more personal grudge against Maui and his traveling companion, and she appears to be very evil. Matangi is a figure of great mystery and enigma who seems to have a strong bond with the natural world and the paranormal. The bats surrounding her seem to flow around her like a living cloak, blending into her form. The movie's trailer presents Matangi as a powerful, authoritative figure who can manipulate bats. The new antagonist in Moana 2 still has a lot of mysteries to solve. The antagonist is described in the trailer as the storm of all storms, as expressed by auli'i, the voice of Moana, during the D23 2024. We see in the trailer that Moana gets struck by lightning. The last Tatai communicates with Moana via a vision from the distant past, alerting her to a grave threat. A resentful god of storms guards the enigmatic island of Motufitu, which is responsible for joining all of the Polynesian islands together. She will have to embark on another risky mission to defeat the god and reopen this significant island. This time, she will need to enlist the help of members of her tribe, such as Lodo, a young woman who builds and maintains the ship, Keely, an elderly community leader in charge of the vegetables, and Moni, a young storyteller. It's still unclear exactly what this curse entails, but it seems to have been applied by this new storm villain who possesses the ability to control lightning, produce tornadoes, and conceal herself in chaos. A female voice can be heard in the teaser before Maui confronts it with his enormous magical fishhook. The voice says, "You will be destroyed and your wayfinder too." The antagonist appears as a plethora of birds and appears to have some sort of linear connection. My theory, she will, in my opinion, be closely connected to Maui's past. My prediction is it will be the Polynesian goddess Hina from New Zealand, who is revered as either Maui's elder sister or wife. Indeed, the Disney film Maui is based on this island. Very cool, huh? I believe it all makes sense because I also felt that I detected a Kiwi accent from the antagonist. Since this was absent from the first Moana film, it will be intriguing to learn the evil intentions of this new force of evil in that sequel. Te Fiti didn't have the vile quality that makes Disney villains so entertaining because she was good. Maui further stated, "Now I kind of miss the lava monster," indicating that Moana 2 will not be a rehash of previous experiences. The trailer for Moana 2 shows an older, wiser Moana who is even more eager to dive into the waves, and right away we fall head over heels for this character and her world once more. In particular, we are smitten with the pot-belly pig. He is eager to go, but also in the mood for a nap. That is relatable content. However, there are rough seas ahead as Moana embarks on her mission to defeat the evil storm of all storms and runs into more challenges like vicious monsters made of coconuts. Fortunately, though, she will have her ally Maui to support her once more. If the trailer for Moana 2 is any guide, Moana will have an incredible experience no matter what lies ahead. We are enamored with this animation, particularly the magnificent depiction of the ocean. It'll look amazing on a large screen or button. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.